This stuff keep getting out of hand. Oh my goodness. They keep on hitting people. Oh, this dude, like, got hung. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy as ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, like, the thing is, like, monarchy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, shoot, it was crazy as ever. I'm like, dang. That's messed up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because, like, his family and said that he wasn't like, suicidal. He wouldn't hang and stuff like that. And they demand answers. For real though. And yeah, I mean like it's hard to get answers. Like, for that or whatever. Because they just go like, the police is gonna go cover that stuff up. Why? Because they don't want to investigate it, and that's all, bro. Anyway, now this white not messing with it. Up there trying to like, figure out how they go win the like, midterms and like, primaries or whatever whatnot. I mean, real though. So they got like, do stuff that they actually want to do and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not saying cause heavy and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Real though. And like, yeah, it's crazy as ever. Real though. I mean, like, still. I mean, like, but dang, he actually just like, saying it out like he's a racist dude or whatever when I, you know what I'm saying? Real though, so they can do whatever they want to do or whatever when I, you know what I mean? But they, always do what they want to do. Not saying because they always been doing it ever since or whatever when I back. He wanted to continue. Not saying, and he not gonna stop until he like, get the like, votes until like, when midterms and the primary for the president or whatever when I, and that's on bro. Anyway, now the dude that like, actually like, snitched on the cops, the whistleblower that I like, actually was talking about, like, like a lot of days ago or whatever, like this was months ago or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He had like, charges on him or whatever, like 16 charges for like, recording like, his like, um, fellow police officers or whatever when it was like, saying some racist stuff up being at like, police station or whatever, you know what I mean? Real though, I mean like, so, yeah, it's like he was like, up there recording them at the casino or whatever, so they was gonna like, send her to jail for 13 years, but the DA, like, actually just like dropped the charges against them or whatever for doing that or whatever, because they had a pocket, they like, actually talk shit about gay people, they talk shit about Latino people, they talk shit about Asian people, they talk shit about black people. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. That's crazy as hell. But hey, like the DA was like, nah, I mean he wasn't gonna like, actually like, mess the dude up or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? So he just dropped the charges or whatever when not. That's it. Real though. And that's on bro. Anyway, now this like, kid, this like, dude or whatever when I, that's saying was a like, 17-year-old kid or whatever when I, you know what I'm saying? When he did this to this black teacher or whatever, he beat this man like, he beat this man bad as ever. Real though. Anyway, so yeah, this man was like, in a coma. He almost killed this man or whatever, whatnot. But they taking their light on him. He had to do a year in jail, but they won't let him out for like school, work, and counseling. For real though. I mean, like, shoot, that's some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? For real though. I mean, like, but yeah, I mean, like, that made me think about that lady that they like do that for or whatever when I, you know what I'm saying? For real though, because like that shit's how familiar as ever. You know what I'm saying? Now they doing it with this boy or whatever. He turned 18 and older. You know what I'm saying? Real though, it was crazy. It's crazy as hell. They act that like it ain't serious. This man almost lost his life, and they act that like this boy didn't do shit or whatever. They said he had a mental health problem or whatever, you know what I mean? But that's some crazy shit because when the other dude did that shit to her, like, or whatever. Yeah, she was white, but she messed with, but she took his game out of his hand or whatever. And he lost and beat the shit out of her. And then he had got 5 years for that shit. They didn't take it easy on him or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think that bro was like, some melancholy, you know what I'm saying? Bro, no. And that's some crazy shit, and that's some bro. Anyway, now, these, cops, pulled this, ICE agent over for, driving intoxicated. This motherfucker had both his kids in the car with him. He said he had the sons in the car with him and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? When they stopped him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And dude was up there drunk as ever. He was drunk as hell. And he was swerving all around the damn bro, that no shit. So I'm glad they stopped his ass or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He had to do the test or whatever you know what I'm saying? To make it seem like he wasn't. He you know what I'm saying, his eyes was glass and bloodshot and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Even the company even told him that, you know what I'm saying? So he did test or whatever you know what I'm saying? He had to walk the straight line. Motherfucker couldn't even do it because he was so fucking drunk, you know what I'm saying? But he wanted to mess with the other officer that was black or whatever you know what I mean? Anyway. Yeah, he wanted to mess with the immigrant, the officer, or whatever, you know what I mean? He was just up there putting his attention on. But anyway, so they, arrested his ass for, you know what I'm saying, driving under the influence, or whatever, Plus, he put those kids, in danger for doing that shit, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't lose his job or nothing like that. He could still, continue on doing this motherfucking job as a motherfucking accident. And that's on bro. Anyway, now, this, you know what I'm saying, these police up there got a call or whatever or not. You know what I'm saying, went over to, this area or whatever. They had the right, area to go to or whatever. They just got the wrong address or whatever. Say, somebody called, the police and said, a child, actually just, it's some nail polish or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Try to, see what's up or whatever, whatnot, you know what I mean? Alright, anyway, so, yeah, they went to this, sergeant's house or whatever, whatnot. And, they was just up there, just, wondering, what was going on or whatever, whatnot, you know what I mean? Anyway, so he you know what I'm saying, actually was talking to the cop was acting like a punk, acting like a punk ass motherfucker. I mean I'm telling you, he just went up to him and said something rude to him or whatever. And dude actually crashed the fuck out on his ass. Telling you, he didn't use no violence or nothing. He used his words, you know what I'm saying? And he knew about his rights and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So he out there giving them the 3rd degree or whatever when I I'm saying, just constantly talking shit to him. Major shit because the cop told him to suck a dick or whatever when I'm like, oh my goodness. He just saying what the fuck, bro? And they out there saying that's your girlfriend? No, that's my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because this woman walked outside or whatever when you know what I'm saying? Right over. Now, shit did get escalated or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? When he was talking shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to, see the child or whatever whatnot. He didn't know what the hell was going on. So that lady officer, explained it to him about what was going on or whatever whatnot, you know what I mean? But rather, anyway, so, yeah, I mean, after that, you know what I'm saying, that, the, male cop, went back over there, and he apologized to him for, saying that shit to him, or whatever, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But rather, after that, they just, left, you know what I'm saying? I mean, escalated immediately. And that's on bro. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit the bell notification so you see my next upload and my next post, and to make sure I make another one tomorrow. And you can check out my previous videos if you like that. So long, farewell, goodbye.